Welcome back to Andersen Acres. We're here for a weekly update where we talk a little bit about what we did each day for 1 to 2 minutes, and then we end the video by answering a question somebody submitted. So today is Saturday, and it's May, and it was snowing this morning. So there's that. Also, that river of silver, that silver you see, that is from the rain. So we went from dry as heck and wildfires everywhere to now the potential for flooding if it doesn't stop raining. So, yay. It's also really, really cold. Like, really, really cold. Way colder than it possibly should have to be. So what did we do today? Hid from the cold. It's freaking cold. So cold. It's not fair. Also, Gwen moved her 2 kittens. Well, they're not hers. One is hers, and the other one is actually Jake's. And Jake has 2 of hers. So, but Gwen moved her children. Now I'm stuck on wire. Over here. Let me see if I can extend my stick here and show you. So she's got Patches and the little spotted calico. Hi, sweetie. But she's got them down there. They are warm and dry and safe. Thankfully, that is important. Yes. So that's what happened today. She moved them, which is a good thing because now I can check on them for health reasons. Here comes Bowser. My darling Bowser. Hi, sweetie. She's checking to see what's going on. She's getting a drink out of the pool. There goes Wildfire. Basically, it was a cat-centered day. Plenty other things going on, but mostly it was cats. We'll see what's going on Sunday. Hopefully, it's a little warmer, maybe a tad less windy. Well, it's Sunday. I don't know what we did. You ever had a day where you were busy all day, but you got nothing done? That was me today. I did nothing of any import. That's a sleeping duck. That's not a duck. Well, it is a duck, but it's not sleeping. So that's been my day today. I'm not sure what I accomplished. I don't think I accomplished anything. But I was busy morning till night. And this is going to be a bit of a busy week because I have to prep for Tequila's puppies. She needs a spot. She needs... she just needs stuff. I have the stuff. I'm just not set up. So I have to clean my closet and do all kinds of stuff so I can set her up so she's ready for babies. Though, what do you want to bet? She's having babies on my bed. Which, whatever, I don't care. Hi, lonesome. So, yeah, I don't know what I did today. I don't think I did anything. And yet, I was busy. All day. That's a turkey. So, I don't know. But hopefully this week we get some good stuff done. The weather's supposed to be better, and whatever you're having a tantrum about, I'm sure is not worth it. Anyway, this is the day of nothing got accomplished. At least the weather's half decent. Sky's blue, it's not raining. It's still going to be freaking cold tonight. We'll see what's up on Monday. Well, it's Monday, and it's cold. And the sun might make an appearance here and there, but generally it's just cold and windy. What did we do today? It's a holiday here. This is a holiday Monday, and there's tequila rolling on the ground. But it's a holiday Monday, so today we had people over. We had a party. We had hot dogs. We had fun. It was fun. It was good. It was a nice holiday. But back to the normal world tomorrow. So we will be doing the stuff we normally do every day. But other than that, I candled some eggs, and my eggs, the eggs from my own farm, have beautiful development. Fantastic. The eggs I got from my sister, about just under 50, just over 50%, about 55%, 58% development, so they're not terrible. But generally, my own eggs are incredibly fertile because I have a lot of roosters. And I don't know why there's chickens running, but there are. Anyway, that's what we're doing today. Tequila is pregnant. and doing dog stuff. We'll see what happens on Tuesday. Well, it's Tuesday, and it wasn't a terrible day, but I hear so many birds. What on earth is even happening right now? Let's find out what all that is. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are you guys? Okay. Whatever. Most of the birds are inside the barn. These guys are being odd. I don't understand. Whatever. Anyway, today we added some wire here so little Dots, who has moved out with the biggins, doesn't end up escaping. So we added some wire around the edge of the doors so he couldn't get out. We don't want him to get out. So that's what we did today. We also locked down some eggs. They should hatch on the weekend. Ducks, chickens, and quail. And Tequila's milk came in. So that means she's within a week, likely, of having puppies. Her safe date is Thursday, 2 days from now. So I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure we're good. I don't see anything, you weirdo birds. I don't see anything. I don't see anything, and these birds don't care. And the cat doesn't care. And the horse doesn't care, and the dogs are just laying down. So I don't know. Whatever. I think they're just crazy. Anyway, it wasn't a horrible day. It was just windy. So, nasty windy day. Here's a duck. Everyone is starting to head in for bed. Like the turkey's getting ready to go to bed. It is getting pretty late. So, that's what's going on now, is everyone's getting ready to head off to bed because that's where we're at. Hi, bud. Hello. But it's getting very late, so I'm going to go inside and we'll see what happens on Wednesday. And we're definitely going to keep an eye on Tequila because you never know when she's suddenly going to have her babies. We're looking forward to the puppies. Let's see what happens on Wednesday. Well, it's Wednesday. It's been a decent day. It was a little windy earlier. That's okay. Today we had rice for dinner, so that was fun. There's Tristan. And what else we do? I got some planting done. Started some seeds. That's important. There's something in my shoe. There we go. I fixed it. I am now comfortable again. Some chicks are starting to peep. So keep watch for incubator stuff. And we're on puppy watch. That's about it. It wasn't that exciting a day. But you know, you do what you do. Some days are more exciting than others. So maybe Thursday will be more fun. Well, it's Thursday. And we treated a kitten for nest box eye, which is just an eye infection that they get from, when their eyes are opening, things start to get caught in their eyes. We had a rabbit escape, female. That happens. We have pizza night. We had pizza tonight. And I got some seeds started. So we had all that going for us. Very, very good. Love it. But other than that, Thursday wasn't that exciting. Really? I mean, chicks hatched, so that's good, but they're not finished hatching, so I can't open the incubator. I'm just kind of waiting. So we got a rabbit. Got a rabbit pushing dirt. She's been doing that for a couple of days. She likes to landscape. It's a big deal for her. You know, she'll fill in holes, start new holes. She likes to landscape. She's molting, but she likes to landscape. So, you know, we're just going to let her landscape. I mean, that's what Silverado does. He loves landscaping. So, you know, that's what we're doing. Because landscaping is awesome. Anyway, let's see what happens on Friday. Well, it's Friday. I'm hitting the mic. But here on Friday, Tequila's looking closer and closer to having puppies. She's laying down right now. She's tired, which is normal. So it's looking like it might be this weekend. It might not be for a handful of days yet, but we're in the window. So we're on puppy watch officially. We also put more eggs in the incubator, silkies and layers. Lots of both because, you know, we need them. So that's another thing we did today. And what else did we do today? Chicks. Chicks are exploding. Chicks are absolutely exploding. And now's the time for the question I received. This was from a fellow creator. She is on Facebook mostly. Hi, Lonesome. She's on Facebook mostly. So she wanted to know. So what happened was, she doesn't live near me, but we're online friends. So what happened was, she's been sharing her animal stuff for about 3 years now, and somebody local to her reported her for stuff she wasn't doing right. I avoid the use of certain words just to avoid getting flagged. But her question was, has anyone ever called, you know, animal control on you? And if so, what did you do about it? And is this common? And let's be honest. If you share animal stuff, whether it's chickens or horses or goats or cats and dogs, it doesn't matter. If you share animal stuff and you get enough people following you on your animal stuff accounts, okay, if that happens, at some point, someone is going to take exception to how you do things, or what you do, or why you're doing it, and they are going to complain. They're going to figure out which state or province or country you live in, and they're going to lodge a complaint. It has happened to most creators who post animal stuff, because there's always somebody who thinks they know better than you. And maybe they do, but that doesn't make what you're doing wrong just because they do it a little bit better. So, if you don't think someone's complained about your stuff and you've been posting online for more than 18 months and you have a decent sized following, I promise you they have. It's probably just been ignored. So I only know about this because the animal welfare guy in our area is a friend of mine. Okay? And he told me that someone had filed a complaint because my pony never has any food. That pony. That monster who's definitely not hungry. And the reason they said that was because he's kept in dirt, which is not untrue. Dirt and sand is what he's kept on most of the time. That's because this is a dry lot. You put ponies in a dry lot because if they come out here, especially this time of year, and eat all this, they're going to founder or colic or both at the same time. Probably knowing him both at the same time. So, he let me know that that had happened and that he was not bothering to investigate because he didn't even know where this person was from. Right? This person wouldn't identify themselves. They wouldn't leave a contact number. They wouldn't even say what their postal code was. We have postal codes where I'm from. And they wouldn't say what their postal code was. So he let them know that since you're unable to provide me with a postal code, so I don't even know if you live in our municipality, I'm not going to pursue the complaint. And they still didn't want to leave information. That's fine. That's fine. They don't have to. But the complaint's not going to be followed up if people will not at least provide a postal code. They don't have to leave a name or a number. They do have to provide a postal code. But he let me know, and he thought it was funny because he really likes Shadowfax. Okay? He really loves Shadowfax. And he's always over here, and he brings him like apples and carrots and stuff because he thinks Shadowfax is cute. To be fair, Shadowfax is cute. So, yes, if you post enough about animals, someone will complain. I promise. Somebody will complain. Somebody will see that you have, for example, we have a kitten with nest box eye. And they'll be like, well, you didn't take her to a vet. I'm going to complain. Well, I didn't take him, not her, to a vet. Hi, buddy. I didn't take him to a vet because I already had the stuff to treat it. I have the ointment. So no vet visit necessary, right? Or you didn't do this, or people who keep chickens for meat, they made one meat. Well, no, you can't do that. If you post animal content, someone will complain. Now, if it's a legitimate complaint, your local authorities will take it seriously. Okay? They will. They're not stupid. If it's a legitimate complaint, they will. But generally, the animal control people know who in their community, because they monitor animal welfare, they know who in their community posts animal stuff online. You'd be surprised how much they know. And if somebody complains, they can pop onto your channel, right? Look at the same stuff the people making the complaints looked at. They can see it because it's there for all the world to see. It's generally a non-issue. It is generally a non-issue. Okay? If you're not doing anything bad, are there things that warrant a phone call when you see them on a creator's account? Sure. Of course there are. But in the majority of cases for online content creators who are just sharing their lives with you, sharing their animals with you, sharing their knowledge with you, if that's what their channel's about, having a goat play with a turkey and freezing up. But if you have enough videos online and you have enough people following those videos, what's going to eventually happen is someone will take exception to what you're doing. That's not your boyfriend. Go be someone, the boy duck's girlfriend. She's weird. She's weird. She literally thinks that that's her boyfriend. We don't even worry about it anymore. Anyway, if you post enough online about animals, somebody will complain. Somebody will say your pens aren't clean enough. Somebody will say your horse is dirty. Which, spoiler alert, horses roll in mud. Of course they're dirty. Ow. Someone is going to say your goat is biting you. Hi, Pony. Hi, buddy. So, if you spend enough time online, post enough content, pet your pony on camera enough. Someone said one time, left a comment, they didn't make an official complaint. You're petting him too rough. Really? If he thought I was petting him too rough, he wouldn't stand there and let me do it. Okay. But post enough stuff online, someone will file a complaint. It's happened to everyone. Big creators, small creators, dog trainers, behaviorists, people who show their horses. Someone's going to complain that he's standing weird. Yeah, he's standing weird. He's a horse. He's a horse. These are chickens. They do their chicken thing. Mine free range. They don't leave. But at some point, somebody has a fit. And if you're not doing anything wrong, you don't really have anything to worry about. I know that one of the other creators I follow, she got a visit because of her dogs, and they're basically like, well, you're not doing anything wrong, so, because that's what happens, right? If they're not super familiar with you, they'll come out and visit, and they'll take a look, and they'll go, well, your dog looks fine. Thank you. My dog is fine. Thank you very much. Or my horse is perfectly healthy, or my cats are under the care of a vet, or whatever. Whatever it is, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter what it is. There's a hole right there that I keep stepping in. But that was a question I thought I would answer. Because if you're thinking of starting your own channel that involves animals, you do need to be prepared for that. At some point, somebody is going to complain about something. But if you're not doing anything wrong, you don't have anything to worry about. Okay? Your animal control people are not stupid. Or whatever you have. Here we have, like, also beyond the animal control people, we have, like, the provincial vet, and we have lots of places they could call. Okay? Sometimes you just gotta roll with it. So I'm not saying that to discourage anyone. If you start a channel that is about animals, and you're sharing your own animals online, and you're not just posting critiques of other people, which, by the way, is poor class if that's all you're doing is critiquing other people. But if you post your own animals and show how you treat them and how you love on them, guaranteed someone's going to think you're doing it wrong. Okay? Someone's going to think Shadowfax, someone does think, they keep posting about it, that Shadowfax should be out here eating this lush green grass. He's going to get founder. So we're not doing that. Anyway, just be prepared if you do start your own channel, either on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, TikTok, it doesn't matter. Someone, she's rubbing her butt on rebar. You're an idiot. I'm just going to complain about that now. That feel good? I'm glad. Anyway, she likes to scratch her butt. But that is about it for us here tonight at Andersen Acres. If you do start your own channel, just be prepared. But you should if you want to start your own channel. Go do it. We'll see you tomorrow.